Well, hello, gentlemen. How are you today?
We're good. How are you doing?
Wonderful. We're so happy to have you on with us today because we needed a good scary movie. We got to the halfway to Halloween mark, and we just thought, it's about time. We need something to go bump in the night, and it sure did. So congratulations on this one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you got to be excited to unveil this to the world because it's so much fun, and you've been able to see this with an audience.
No.
No, not
No,
yet.
no, there was a big premiere in Wilmington for the cast and crew. It's like 700 people, and we had to be here for press stuff and other final touches on the film. So because it's opening at the Vista Theater, which is Quentin Tarantino's theater, and the rule is only 35 millimeter prints. So we had to make a transfer and oversee it's a very delicate process making that transfer. So we weren't able to be there, unfortunately, because there was an issue, but it's all been rectified. So,
Oh,
anyway,
good.
but so we missed it with 700 people, which, yeah, next time.
Yes. There's definitely going to be a next time. This was so cool, and it looked like most movies, as you know, you've been on sets your whole life. They're not as fun as you might think, but this one actually looked like you had a lot of fun with this one. Do you each have a special memory from the set?
Define fun.
I mean, I mean, oh gosh, favorite memory? That's a good question because no one's asked that question. Um,
No.
I don't know when it was over. No. Rap. No. I remember the first morning that Mark and I were leaving our apartment and we were getting into the car. I'm like, you always wake up at dawn for a movie, and as a director, you better be the first people there, along with the transpo and everybody. And we got there a little bit after that. Those guys were the real motherfuckers because they get there super early. But and I just remember walking downstairs into the car with Mark, and it was really cold, and there was just that feeling of holy shit, we are getting to make a movie.
Yeah.
Like that simple.
Anything really can happen.
There was that simple pleasure of no, not to be too Pollyanna about it, but you don't have a lot of those moments when you're making a movie because it's really a war zone mostly, no matter how good the experience is. You're just trying to make your days, you're trying to just get to the finish end and not, die basically a death of literally or metaphorically. So, yeah, I'd say that first day, it was always like a moment I always remember. Just this is happening. Oh my God, this is really happening.
Well, we were excited to see what you were going to do next because, of course, we love the Final Girls, and then, of course, being here in Dallas, we Queen of the South has been a favorite here locally.
Yes.
Yeah,
There might be some more tales from Queen of the South coming forth, but that's just a little sprinkle
We'll
hint.
see.
We'll
We'll
see
see.
about that. And we're working on a couple new movies and television stuff and books and stuff like that. But nothing to announce just yet. But there's some very cool stuff. What I will say is we're interested in. We're not going to do something genre next. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, I mean, you've cut out such a cool career, and people look up to both of you, and they think, well, that's what I want to do. But you make it look easier than it is. So, what advice would each of you give to somebody that wants to follow in your footsteps?
I always love Nan Golden's advice to young artists. I'm going to use it. Get off your phone.
Yeah. Get
Get,
off your phone.
which I would like to use for myself too. Get off your phone and look at the world.
Yeah. We don't say this from any pedestal either.
Yeah.
Like we're like
I'm
we
staring
don't
at my phone right now.
Yeah, but like it's so true. It's so true.
It's that, and then don't feel that you have to get into Hollywood or get into a system. Go write something and just go make it. I know this is a sort of a trite suggestion, but I think it's more now relevant than ever because the infrastructure of making movies is in a period of great upheaval and transformation. And I think it's an opportunity to really do things. And I say this to even to myself, it's a time to be inventive and take really bold risks and do it just and homemade it. Do it homemade. That's what I would say.
And a writer I really respect told me, which I would say to writers or pass on, is if a note on your material doesn't turn you on, don't take it.
Yeah. That's yeah, well said. Now, of course, Joshua, you've been around sets your whole life, and you know, what I would kind of know what, since we're talking about scary movies, what people ask you about the most. They talk about Halloween 3, they talk about you know, the Tales from the Dark Side. What do they want to know most about?
I'm not in Tales from the Dark Side. It's on my resume, and I don't know
Oh,
why
that's
it's
funny.
there.
Why are you in?
Don't believe anything you read on Wikipedia.
That's true.
Um,
Or IMDb.
it also says I was a backup dancer for Janet Jackson.
Yes, it is.
But truth is, I did an hour movie with her, but acting. I mean, I was not dancing with Janet Jackson as much as I wish. Well, no, oh wait, that's not true. I did dance with Janet Jackson at the party after the premiere of the movie with her and Bobby Brown on the
Wow.
dance floor. Okay, I just want to say that happened to me.
Yes.
Technically,
So technically,
Wikipedia is telling the truth.
No, but I acted in a movie with her that Dominic Senya directed called Rhythm Nation 1814. It was a film with like music numbers in it that then were cut into videos. It's really cool. People should watch it.
It's so great.
And she's Janet's
The best.
She's the
Yes.
best. She in a lot of ways was one of the first like younger people I saw, which was a woman of color, a young person like having a vision that she executed and was running, because this was a really she was really co-directing it with Dominic, and she was somebody who was able to lead with such grace, which is
Mhm.
nice. Not everyone can do that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I lost my train of thought.
Yeah.
That was it.
But
Where am I?
that's
What
what-
Where are we? What
Right.
movie? What movie? Oh, what's my favorite movie? Is that what you said? Or
Oh,
favorite?
no. Just what people asked you about, like the cool sets that you were on as a kid, since you were on some good genre sets.
I mean, obviously everybody wants to know about The Exorcist, which I was not on the set of. I was not even conceived yet.
Right.
Uh, I think actually a lot of people ask about River's Edge,
Oh yeah.
because that cast is so insane. It's like, what was it like working with Dennis Hopper?
Yeah.
What was it like having Keanu Reeves jump on top of you? That's the gay questions.
Wow.
What is it like working with Crispin Glover? What's he like?
Yeah.
Did they say they were all right? No.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, good. There's just a lot of like, always they ask, what was it like driving a car or shooting a gun? That was in Near Dark too, and my answer to that is River's Edge is I don't want to say underrated classic. When it first
Mhm.
came out, it was so badly maligned, but then it became a classic. It just didn't fit for the culture at the moment, because suddenly they were showing young people killing without remorse, and at that moment somehow that seemed impossible
Mhm.
that a teenager would do that. Unfortunately, it's become an epidemic, but I think uh, the actual shooting of that movie was quite serious.
Yeah.
And because of the subject matter, because it was an indie movie, there wasn't a lot of time. So there's no like particular anecdotes that are interesting, other than Dennis Hopper, who I'd always known and heard about from Easy Rider and such classics as all those sort of, and sort of mythology surrounding somebody
Mhm.
like him. I thought, oh, he's just going to show up in a leather jacket and jeans on a Harley.
Big fringe.
But
Mhm.
instead, every day on set, he showed up in a suit and suitcase, like an accountant
That's so weird.
going to work. Which I guess is the new punk rock in the 80s, I guess, when you've been as cool as Dennis Hopper.
Well, Dennis Hopper went so far left that he just like went around and back to right again. So
that did happen, literally. Yeah.
I love it. So was there anything special or anything spooky that happened on the set? Because sometimes these things do happen on scary movie sets.
Whatever happened on the set that was spooky was just purely due to personalities and not
egos,
not due to any. I think whatever demons were like thinking about it, they like peeked in and they were like, "Ooh, no," they got their hands full and they walked away. So.
Well, our best genre movies have definitely have something to say in there, and it was probably very nice to be able to not only just entertain, but be able to say something here? Is there something you're hoping that people will talk about a little bit more after seeing this?
I just think if we as men and women do not um, reconcile those traumas within us, we create havoc on the world around us.
Mhm.
And I think that's a big part of Anthony's journey.
Yeah, the movie, the alternate title is Get Therapy. Go to therapy. And you can avoid a lot of shit.
I love it. Well, we had so much fun watching the movie. I know everybody else will too. Congratulations, both of you, on it, and
Thank you.
definitely look forward to see what you're having, what's coming next, and look forward to talking to you then about that soon.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. It was great
Okay,
to
thank
meet
you both so much. Okay, bye bye.
you. Bye.